Hello everyone, I Amit Dangayach. So today we'll be discuss about metal casting process. Casting. A plant where the casting are made is called foundry. It is a collection of necessary tools, materials and equipment to produce casting. Now introduction. Casting is a manufacturing process by which a liquid material is usually poured into a mold which contains a hollow cavity of the desired shape and then allowed to solidify. This solidified part is also known as a casting, which is ejected or broken out of the mold to complete the process. Casting materials are usually metals. Almost all metal can be cast. Casting is most often used for making complex shape that would be otherwise difficult to make by other methods. Basic features. Patterns. A pattern is made of wood or metal, is a replica of the final product and is used for preparing mold cavity. Riser. A column of metal placed in the mold to feed the casting as it shrinks and solidified, also known as a feed head. Runner. The channel through which the molten metal is carried from the sprue to the gate. Gate. A channel through which the molten metal enter the casting cavity. Parting line. Joint where mold separates to permit removal of the pattern and which show how and where to open the mold. Sand. A sand which binds strongly without losing its permeability to air or gases. Binders. Material used to hold molding sand together. Pouring basin. Filling the mold with molten metal. Sinkage. The decrease in volume when molten metal solidify. A casting advantage of molten metal flow into and small section in molten cavity, hence any complex shape can be easily produced. Practically any type of material can be used. Now patterns. Revise again to application of casting. Transport, heavy equipments, machine tools, plants, defense, household, other etc. Now patterns. It may be defined as a replica of the object to be cast used to prepare the cavity into which molten material will be poured during the casting process. The making of patterns called pattern making. The preparation include making decision about the type of material to be used, the type of pattern to be adopted. Pattern materials: wood, metals, plastic, plaster of Paris, and wax. Wood, cheap and easily available, light, easiness in surfacing, preserving, workable, easy in joining and fabrication. Also, the wood is the material most commonly used for making patterns for sand molding. Wood can be easily shaped or work with to get patterns of desired shape and size. It is light in weight, again repeated. Metals. Metals pattern are mostly cast from wooden patterns or machined to desired shape. Used for mass production, for maintaining closure dimension tolerance on casting, cannot be repaired. Materials cannot be repaired. These are employed where large number of casting have to be produced from same patterns. Commonly used metals for making patterns: cast iron, aluminum and its alloy, steel, white metal, brass, etc. Plastic: low weight, easier formability, do not absorb moisture, good corrosion resistant. The most generally used plastic are PU foam. Plaster: plaster of Paris or gypsum cement is used as a pattern material. Has high compressive strength, used for making small and intricate pattern and core boxes. Wax: wax is used in specialized applications such as investment casting process, etc. Wax provide good surface finish and provide high accuracy to be casting. Types of patterns: first, single piece patterns; second, split pattern; third, match plate pattern; fourth, sweep patterns; fifth, cope and drag pattern; next, loose piece pattern; next, gated pattern; and next, skeleton patterns. Now, single piece pattern: made from one piece and does not contain loose piece or joint. Used for large size simple casting. Pattern is accommodated either in the cope or in the drag. For example, bodies of regular shape. Second, split pattern. Pattern of intricate shape casting cannot be made in one piece because of inherent difficulties associated with the molding operation. Parting line of the pattern forms the parting line of the mold. The upper and the lower parts of the split piece pattern are accommodated in the cope and drag portion of the mold respectively. Next, match plate pattern. It consists of a match plate on either side of which each half of split pattern is fastened. The match plate with the help of locator holes can be clamped with the drag. After the cope and drag have been rammed with the molding sand, the match plate pattern is removed from in between the cope and drag. Now next step, sweep pattern. Sweep pattern is basically two wooden box types of pattern. A sweep pattern is just a foam made on a wooden board which shapes the shape of the casting into the sand all around the circumference. The sweep pattern rotates about the post. Only the mold is ready, sweep pattern and the post can be removed. Next, cope and drag pattern. Actually, upper box are cope and lower box are drag. The two mold of each half of the pattern are finally assembled and the mold is ready for pouring. A cope and drag pattern is another form of split pattern. Each half of the pattern is fixed to a separate metal or wood plate. Cope and drag pattern are used for producing big casting which as a whole cannot be conveniently handled by one modular alone. Now next, loose piece pattern. Loose parts or pieces remain attached with the main body of the pattern with the help of dowel pin. Actually, dowel pins are attached to two pieces. Dowel pin are attached to two pins. The main body of the pattern is drawn first from the molding box, and thereafter, as soon as the loose parts are removed, the result is mold the cavity. Now, loose pattern define. Certain patterns cannot be withdrawn once they are embedded in the molding sand. Such patterns are usually made with one or more loose pieces for facilitating from the molding box and are known as loose piece pattern. Are known as loose piece pattern, gated pattern. This section connecting different patterns serve as runner and gates. These facilitates filling of the mold with molten metal in a better manner and at the same time eliminates the time and labor otherwise consumed in cutting runners and gate. Gated patterns are employed for producing small casting. Now next, skeleton pattern. A skeleton pattern is the skeleton of a desired shape which may be S bent pipe or something less. The skeleton frame is mounted on a metal base. The skeleton is made from wooden strips and is thus a wooden work. Now, pattern allowances. Pattern allowances are the five types of allowances: sinkage allowances, finishing allowances or machining allowances, distortion allowances, shaking allowances, or draft or taper allowances. Now, pattern allowance. Pattern is always made larger than the final casting because it carries certain allowances due to metallurgical and mechanical reasons. Now, sinkage allowances, sinkage or contraction allowances. Almost all cast metals shrink or contract on cooling, volumetrically on cooling. Sinkage allowances gives to the pattern to compensate for the construction of the liquid metal on cooling. For this, the dimension of the pattern is made slightly oversized. This sinkage allowance will be different for different metals. This sinkage allowance is greater for cast steel than that of other alloy. Second, machining allowance. These allowances is provided on the pattern if the casting is to be machined. The allowances is given in addition to sinkage allowances. The amount of the allowances varies from 1.6 to 12.5 mm, which depends upon the type of the casting metal, size and shape of the castings. The ferrous metals required more machining allowances than non-ferrous metals. Now, next, distortion allowances. Something casting because of their size, shape and type of metals tend to wrap or distort during the cooling period depending on the cooling speed. For example, U-shape casting will be distorted during cooling with the lag diverging instead of parallel. Expecting the amount of warpage, a pattern may be made with allowances of warpage. It is called number because distortion allowances are called to number allowance. Shaking allowances or wrapping allowances. When the pattern is shaken For easy withdrawal, the mold cavity hence the casting is slightly increased in size. For small and medium sized casting, these allowances can be ignored. Large size and precision casting, however, shaking allowances is to be considered. Now, draft or taper allowances. By draft is meant the taper provided by the pattern maker on all vertical surface of the pattern so that edge can be removed from the sand without tearing away the side of the sand mold. Now, properties of molding sand. Strength. Strength of the molding sand depends on grain size and shape, moisture content, refractoriness. It is the property of withstanding the high temperature condition. Molding sand with low refractoriness may burn onto the casting. Flowability. Flowability also called as plasticity. It is the property of the sand to respond to the molding process so that when rammed it will flow all around the pattern and take the desired mold shape. Adhesiveness. It is the property of the sand due to which it is capable of to the surface of the other material. Permeability or porosity. Permeability of the molding sand is the measure of its ability to permit air to flow through it. Collapsibility. It is the readiness of molding sand to get collapsed after the solidification of the casting. Durability. It is the ability of molding sand to withstand the heating and cooling during repeated uses. Now, ingredients of molding sands. Sand, ordinary silica sand, SiO2 and zircon sands. Water, clay is activated by water, binder, up to 2% increase the strength. Pitch, if used up to 3% would improve the hot strength. Clay, act as binding against mix to the molding sand. Casting defects. Blowholes. A blowhole is produced by gases which displace molten metal from convex surface. Drop. Drop is an irregular shape projection surface caused by dropping of sand. Penetration. Occur when the molten metal flow between the sand particles in the mold. Shrinkage cavity. Actually shrink of the cavity. And last final swell. Thank you so much.